And I turned in time to see what looked like a skyscraper implosion. Looked like it had been done by a demolition crew. The whole thing just collapsing down on itself.
And then when we were outside, the second explosion happened, and there were then a series of explosions.
Some sketchy information here that another explosion, a fourth explosion out the World Trade Center has gone off.
We are continuing to hear explosions here downtown, and what we've been told by some of the fire officials is that there are some gas lines that occasionally are exploding.
I am just about between 5 and 10 blocks north of the actual site of where those two towers have come down. We're obviously having a bit of trouble right now maintaining our location because we just heard one more explosion. That's about the fourth one we've heard. The police are telling us they're either car bombs or they are simply cars that have overheated so much that they're exploding. We're being pushed out as well because there was some concern that there might be additional explosions, possibly other bombs. There was also some talk about gas.
We hate to interrupt you. We've just been told
a fourth explosion. Now in the area of the World Trade Center. Obviously, neither tower is still standing. We don't know the source of this fourth explosion.
Do you know anything about those extra explosions we heard?
No, I do not.
Were they car bombs?
I have no idea, ma'am.
What about the sewers? Are they looking for bombs in sewers?
Mayor, there were reports of a gas explosion related to this. Are you aware of that? There was a gas leak or possible explosion.
We don't believe it. We don't believe that's the case.
Mr. Mayor, can you tell us anything about where the planes come from, where the aircraft came from?
Bill Diamond reminds me that we've turned off the gas in the city buildings, just to be certain.
Can you tell us
as a precaution?
Last explosion was something because now there's a lot of police activity and sirens and more smoke rising from the ground, new smoke. So there was some kind of additional explosion, but I don't know what it was. Definitely. Smoke was rising from the ground. Maybe it was a federal building or something like that. Okay, sweetie, I'll call you later. It's now 11 o'clock. Still hear continuing explosions, but I don't know what it is. A lot of smoke. Some emergency service vehicles heading away from the World Trade Center. People milling around the street. Maybe a car on fire. There's another explosion.
And I'm in the middle of the street walking, and a cop approached me and says, you know, who are you with?
I'm with the chief of Battalion 1.
Oh, you're Battalion 1? You got ID? Oh, you're Battalion 1? You got ID?
I don't have ID. I have my letter of, from the commissioner.
Take your letter and your camera and get out of here. All right? Go.
So I go back up, walk north, not really knowing where I'm going.
Police department? No, they're making a documentary on the fire department.
Come on, this ain't fucking Disneyland. Let's go.
And after a while, I said, you know, there's nothing I can do here. I said, you know, there's nothing I can do here. I need to go back to the firehouse. Maybe they'll have some news.
No. Listen, the 4-1 should have taken a couple of companies that.
You want to call your mother or something? You gotta get back from here. You know that. You gotta get back. All right, smoking. Don't worry about me. You gotta get back from here. You know that. You gotta get back. All right, smoking.
Hours after the attack, many smaller explosions rumbled through downtown.
Keep your eye on that building, it'll be coming down.
Building is about to blow up. Moving back. We are walking back. There's a building about to blow up. Just kind of leave naturally, but regarding the exact time, I don't really remember what time we decided to quit. We decided to quit. We decided to quit.
A few blocks up West Broadway, looking toward the World Trade Center in the distance, Ashley Banfield was conducting an interview for MSNBC.
You were just told by police that you should move out of your...
The mic was set to pick up speech a few inches away. From the involuntary startle response,
oh my God,
we know explosions are being heard. However, listening closely, we discover that the microphone did indeed pick up the sounds of explosions, but very faintly. Turn up the volume. Listen for a low rumble in the background.
You were just told by police that you should move out of your apartment, Fabiana. Yes. You've got Carolina here?
Yes. They advised us to leave because we have...
Oh my God.
This time the sound has been filtered to emphasize low frequencies. Listen for booms like a bass drum in the distance.
In fact, you were just told by police that you should move out of your apartment, Fabiana. You've got Carolina here? Yes. They advised us to leave because we have... Oh my God.
Here's a different version filtered to emphasize the mid-range sounds. The bass drum is gone. I would describe the blast sound like a train on a bumpy track.
You were just told by police that you should move out of your apartment, Fabiana. Yes. You've got Carolina here?
Yes. They advised us to leave because we have...
Oh, my God.
Here's the original sound again.
You were just told by police that you should move out of your apartment, Fabiana. Yes. You've got Carolina here?
Yes. They advised us to leave because we have...
Oh, my God. Look behind us. Please pan in this way. Please be careful of your baby. This is it.
That's the building coming down.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No. No.
If you didn't hear the blasts, back up, use earphones, turn up the volume, and listen again. There were 2 blasts, followed by 7 more, regularly spaced, all in 2.5 seconds. Craig Bartmer's testimony may come to mind.
The whole time you hear boom, 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 boom. I think I know an explosion when I hear it.
When we hear the sharp, regular series of sounds in the background, the building has not yet started to fall. When we hear the reporters say, "This is it,"
this is it,
the building has not yet started to fall. The fall of the building corresponds to the crescendo in the crowd response. Here is another street scene with the building in full view. The crowd responds almost immediately as the building starts to fall. This occurs just after the reporter says, "This is it."
This is it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Therefore, the blasts we heard occurred seconds before the building started to fall.
We heard this sound that sounded like a clap of thunder. Turned around, we were shocked to see that the building was, well, it looked like there was a shock wave ripping through the building, and the windows all busted out. You know, about a second later, the bottom floor caves out, and the building followed after that, and we saw the building crash down all the way to the ground.